Okay, hi. It's quite early, still here, about 20 to 9. I've not that long got up this morning, and I just wanted to share that it's my birthday month. I don't know if anyone who is seeing this live or on the replay ever has celebrated a month of their birthday. That used to be me a lot of the time, particularly over the last 10 years or so, particularly when I lived in London. But I was thinking this year, what should I do? So my birthday's in a few weeks' time, and I like to put things together and do small things for some clients where I can. And what I did think about doing was on my newsletter, do a few things, some music, some invites, announcements to be made this month. But I also have been really concerned about what I've seen, particularly over the last couple of months with my clients. So I thought, how can I do something that helps them? Um, they obviously invest in me. I invest in the future of what they do so they can live successfully, legally, in their personal and business life. And so I thought, what's a topic that's coming up a lot and something that I've been touching on in the past on a smaller level individually, but haven't really shared on a bigger scale. And that is what I'm seeing a lot of is legal trauma. And it's not something that I hear in any other field. What I mean is, I don't hear therapists talk about that, and I'm not a therapist, I'm a lawyer, but I refer people if I feel that they may benefit from that to the right people there. But I also see a lot of issues when people come to me, they're embroiled in their legal issues. And so it made me think about what Lawpreneur stands for and the real reason behind my business. So when I set Lawpreneur up originally, there were two reasons. I wanted to avoid people getting into trouble. And I also wanted to limit the damage, which is what a lot of lawyers are there to do. And we get a lot of people telling us, oh, I certainly do, that we don't have an issue, we don't have a legal problem. And I always question that. But someone, and I'll note her name on here because she's very, I don't want to get her name on. There's two names that are in my head right now, and I don't want to get the wrong one. But on this platform, there is somebody who is clearly a professional in what she does as a business owner, business owners, I should say. Has a number of businesses and quite a big following. But she always says quite properly that you don't have a legal issue yet because you're unfortunately going to get something's going to happen, whether you choose to see it or not. And I like hearing it from someone who's not a lawyer because I can tell you all these things and you're going to assume I'm going to tell you this for work. But it's nice when people who are not lawyers are also sharing that information. So just to tie up, I want to do something, as I say, something where my clients can benefit, something where other people can avoid getting into issues. And that's exactly the purpose of Lawpreneur. Lawpreneur is about making sure that you are on the right track to avoid getting into problems, but it's also coaching people so they don't get into problems. So sorry about this rambling at this morning because there's so much I want to share with you. But basically, it's something that has been playing in my mind for a while. And I want to try and enjoy this month, but I also want other people to try and avoid things and also share that month with me. So what I'm looking to do in a few weeks is a masterclass on legal trauma, which sounds really bad. But the people who are going to benefit the most are those people who don't have legal issues, because those people will avoid the costs that are going to occur if you get into a legal dispute. And it's also going to be a bit of fun, which is something you never experienced in a legal setting before. I can tell you that now. So, how you can help me is if you've ever been a client of mine, And if you want to come on this, whether you've been on my January one, which might be a little bit similar, but we are now halfway through the year, and people are still facing problems. I had a client of mine, he came to me December, January. He had said that he wanted to resolve an issue, was with lawyers previously, in fact, was still with a lawyer, I think, at that point, but wanted to hire me. And I obviously hoped that that matter would die away for him. Well, it didn't, and he's obviously got more costs now. So he came to me 6 months later. And so that means it's 6 months worth of problems, 6 months worth of costs, and he is experiencing legal trauma. I had another few people in the last couple of weeks who are also sharing that with me, and someone I referred on to somebody in that field. I don't want to be experiencing that. It doesn't help lawyers when you're going through that. It doesn't help you when you're in it and you're trying to come out of it, and also firefight the legal issue you're facing. So please consider this masterclass, which will be a legal trauma masterclass in a few weeks' time, if you're somebody who is not going through a legal dispute at this time and never wants to go into a legal dispute. If you are currently going through a legal dispute, but you want to improve on how you can handle it, be coached through that, have an insight or a beginning of an understanding of where to go to get that type of a support through Lawpreneur, you're welcome to join. It will be a Zoom call. And I've been umming and ahhing about how best to do this. I was thinking it should be a low-level cost for people who are not clients of mine. But those clients get it for free, as they should, in my opinion, and celebrate with me. But I also want to take it a little bit further than that. And because we're talking about trauma, and because it's something personally that I have experienced outside of the legal world that I'm in for a number of years, I would say that I think the best thing, and given things which have happened recently with friends and so forth, I think what the best thing to do would be that money, donations occur so they can go to charity rather than to me or my business. So if that's something that you're minded to do, join. Then what I would suggest we do is set up a situation where in the next couple of days, me and the team here provide a birthday donation for the charity Samaritans. So that's a charity which I haven't personally used, but I know has been around for perhaps all my life, and is a charity that does a number of the areas of work that I see on a regular basis. And so, yeah, I think that's an important charity that we sometimes forget, but one which will support what I'm trying to do in terms of this birthday celebration and support for my clients. So thank you for my ramble this morning. I will probably break this down over the next few days into small parts so you can really understand this quick live. It will help my team to break it up a little bit, maybe put it in a bit of a bite-sized format, and make sure that the message is very clear. But ultimately, I want to celebrate with you, and I want to celebrate whilst I'm helping clients. It will probably be on the 23rd, I think. It's probably a better day. So I've got a few conferences to go to, a few events to go to with a number of people on here that week. But that might be the better time to do it in terms of days. And we can firm up what would be the better time for those who wish to attend throughout that day. I don't think it'll be recorded. I think it'll just be a live. That's what I'm feeling would be better for me. And I think it will also help the people who are on it to be a bit more intimate and feel quite safe during that process. So yeah, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy hearing more about this. And if we are able to, what I might do is ask my team to also put out a survey of people, for people to share with me if they've had a legal trauma or not. They don't have to share exactly the details, just whether that's something that they've experienced. That could be both personal or business. And it will just guide me a little bit to make sure that the people who do attend get the best out of this, so I can help as many people as possible. All right. Thank you for listening. Bye.